We're going to keep it going. Your next comic, our next comic comes from a small town in Maryland called Falston. Don't worry, he doesn't know where it is either. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tom Myers.
How's everyone doing tonight? Great, glad to hear it. The Improv. Wow. Am I nervous? No. Reason I'm not nervous is because I'm performing in front of 3 feet of bulletproof plexiglass. That's in case Dick Cheney decides to show up tonight. Unprotected. Shit. Oh, there he is. Hi, Mr. Vice President. Come on back up here, Harry. You'll be safe up here. There's plenty of room backstage. No, but I've been doing comedy for about 4 years now, and I've been to some interesting places. I was in Georgia last summer. Anyone been to Georgia? The Georgia State Legislature is in the house tonight. Wow. If no one had applauded, I'd still be going on with this bit. Georgia has some very interesting roadwork signs. These roadwork signs consist of, on the left side of the sign, there's a child's smiling face. Aww. And to the right of that, it says, "My daddy works here. Please slow down." My daddy works here. Okay. My daddy works here. It's pretty presumptuous, this little brat, isn't it? Have you ever seen these road crew guys? The last thing they do is work. That sign should say, "My daddy stands around all day tying up traffic so he can look for really attractive women so he can talk to his buddies about how nice her titties look and how he'd like to eat his lunch right between her legs. Please slow down." Now they're being honest, I'll slow down. Fuck, if I saw a sign like that, I'd want to pull up next to those guys, roll down my window. "Hey, are they hiring where you work?" So, I haven't always done comedy, though. I used to study history. I like studying the American Revolution. And it's not because it's the laying of the foundations of democracy and how man can fight against, evil tyrants. I like how people were able to grow an incredible amount of pot back then. And a lot of advocates who want to legalize marijuana use that. They say, well, we should be able to grow pot and smoke it. Our founding fathers grew pot and smoked it. Our founding fathers, the people who had to physically fight for the right of this country to exist, smoked pot? I don't think so. How do I know this? Well, because I've smoked pot, okay? And I have never smoked pot and then wanted to go off and fight a goddamn revolution. If everyone smoked pot back then, Paul Revere would have been galloping down the street like, "I think the British are coming, dudes." Luckily for me, I got enough I can share. The Boston Tea Party would not have happened if all those fuckers had been smoking pot. They would not have been able to lift those heavy crates off that ship and into the harbor if they had been smoking pot. None of that would have happened. Okay, they may have dressed up as Indians, but that's about as far as it would have gone. Cool costumes, man. Alright, what are we gonna do now? What? Want me to do what with that crate? You're shitting me. Hey, Mr. Redcoat. No need to be pointing guns and killing each other and shit. Can't we all just get along? We love King George. He's great. I am the only comedian with a Paul Revere joke, okay? Just keep that in mind. I like standing out. That's some other stuff I was going to talk about. Oh, yeah. Just a quick poll in here. Who in here did not vote for George Bush by a round of applause? Cool, because I didn't either. The reason I didn't vote for Bush is because, to me, whenever I see him on television, George W. Bush, to me, is like a science fiction creature. He's like, what genetic experiment went awry when creating this man? You've seen him for his press conferences. Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States. My fellow Americans, I'm pleased to announce that all the unemployed people in this country are going to be getting jobs, and now we just have to create them. That's why I didn't vote for him, because if I had voted for him, anyone else who voted for George Bush pretty much contributed to the making of a really bad sequel. Ladies and gentlemen, The President, Part 2. My fellow Americans, I am pleased to announce that we have these terrorist thugs on the run. Now once we find those fuckers, everything's gonna be fine. The President, Part 2. In theaters for 4 more fucking years. God damn it. No, but having Bush as president for 4 more years isn't my biggest fear. No, my biggest fear is being asked to do one of those USO shows in Iraq. And a lot of comics I know, they've been telling me, Tom, if you get the chance, you should go do one of them USO shows in Iraq. Those are terrific, man. No, I'm not going to Iraq, man. Not because of like the killing and everything over there, but you know, I'm afraid once I set foot on the ground in Iraq, I'm afraid that someone's going to find out that when I turned 18, I and every other male in this country, as he is supposed to do, registered for the Selective Service, what is commonly known as the draft. Just afraid of being greeted by one of these organizers. Mr. Myers, thank you for coming to perform in Iraq. We know the troops are going to appreciate it. Oh, and we noticed that you registered for the draft, so we've got your uniform and a gun back there. Once you're done with that show, get out there. Goodbye and good luck. Ah! And you'll see me during my set. Ladies and gentlemen, give a big hand for Mr. Tom Myers. Get me out of here, please! I don't want to be here. I don't want to die. This place is a hellhole. Knowing me, I'd probably do well, though. I'd have all the troops laughing their ass off. He's saying what we're all thinking. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much.
Tom Myers, everybody, let him move! Tom Myers breaking it down. Getting real up in this motherfucker.